Well, we've been playing a little game recently called Until Dawn.
We have.
And this is a completely different game than Metal Gear.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of relate in the sense that I heard somebody make this point. I don't know if this is concrete or not, but I think Hideo Kojima got a lot of slack kind of for Metal Gear Solid 4, how it had so many cutscenes.
Yeah.
And I feel like Metal Gear Solid 5 is his response to that, because there's like hardly any. It's just pure gameplay.
I'd say there's a lot, but they're not long.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of not like a movie like Until Dawn is. Yeah.
Which is what's special about it.
Yeah, and these are two which is funny because we're playing them at the same time, but just they're two very distinct games. Until Dawn is probably the most opposite you could ever get from Metal Gear Solid 5.
It's been a ton of fun swapping between the two for sure.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to discuss how I know we're enjoying it, but kind of discuss why we're enjoying it and how these type of games, how they kind of sit in this industry, and how it's just... it almost seems like Telltale has kind of created this genre.
Yeah.
Granted, this game has been in development for a very long time for the PS3.
And it's changed as it's...
Yeah, it's just changed astronomically.
Time's going on.
But I kind of want to talk about, Until Dawn and how these, games, are these games going to continue to go on? Like how these games can introduce non-gamers to games and stuff. But I think first we could kind of just talk about, like I said, how we're enjoying the game so far, and I for one am absolutely loving it. I look forward to it every week to play it.
Yeah. So I think if you guys haven't been able to tell, obviously when we play the game, we thoroughly enjoy it. It's been a ton of fun. Not just the spook aspect of like, oh, it's a scary game, but just the whole experience has been cool. The fact that you're making choices for all these characters, and it has been great character development so far, getting to know all the characters, and we actually have like legitimate feelings for these characters. Yeah. Like we were, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't kept up with our videos. I'll give you a second.
Should you spoil it?
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We'll have spoiler alerts
Okay.
in the things, but I feel like this is enough time. But one last warning: if you do not want any spoilers whatsoever, first of all, go watch our videos.
Yeah.
Our Let's Plays, and come back now.
Yeah, but the fact, like, when it was one thing to watch Jess die, we were like, oh crap, that sucks. But then when we like chose to kill Josh, right?
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, we were like legitimately bummed out about that.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like, I want, whether it's a movie, reading a book, which I rarely do, reading a book, watching a movie, playing a video game, whatever it is, I want to feel. I think everyone wants to feel something, and I feel like that's already a success in itself that we're feeling for these characters, and it's just been awesome. It's like pretty funny at parts. It's like intentionally cheesy at parts. It's legitimately scary at parts. And like it's awesome because we kind of have an idea of what's going on, but at the same time we have no clue whatsoever. And it's been a ton of fun, like going on the journey with these characters to try to like figure out what's going on in Blackwood Pines.
And like we kind of said in the Let's Play, this is something that a movie can't do really. A movie can't take 2-3 hours to flesh out these characters.
Right.
A movie can't take the time to show like these several really small moments between these characters that further develop them, because they have precious time. They have 2 hours of your time. Yeah. Maybe 3 in some cases. But that's where kind of video games kind of transcend movies.
Right.
And this stuff. Just kind of like people have made points of The Last of Us becoming a movie.
Yeah.
The Last of Us just took so much time. Like for instance, the giraffe scene in The Last of Us. There's a part where, this isn't spoilers, where you and Ellie just kind of stand there and just look. And that's a moment that I was kind of like blown away by, that you can't really, I don't know if you could have recreated that scene in a movie.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
You
Maybe
could,
not the same
but like there's kind of,
I know
but you had control of it.
Right.
You could stand there and watch.
As long as you want to.
As long as you wanted to. You could take that time and spin it as you please. Whereas a movie, like I said, you're taking a ride. And granted, I love movies to death.
That's the beauty of video games, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I kind of feel like it's, in my opinion, the better medium, because you can.
That's why I like video games more than movies.
Yeah, and I think Until Dawn is showing that you can take this genre that's been, just had a brain fart. This 90s teen slasher flick. They just took this genre of movies that's been super popular with, Halloween, Friday the 13th, all those old slasher movies, and they're taking, a video game take on it. And you're in, like we were just talking about, you're in control. You control everything, and you legitimately feel like you're in control.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many characters that are going to be interacting with each other without another character there. So you got to think about how the developers were thinking, like, all right, at the end of this game, how are these characters going to interact if Sam's not here, if Mike's not here? What different things are they going to be saying? Like, that sounds like a bitch to program. Like, just the thought of that just blows my mind.
But the beauty of that is that they know that people are going to keep playing this game just to see all the different possibilities and whatnot.
Yeah, in a game like this, replayability.
Yeah.
Whereas a movie really doesn't have that. Granted, I like to watch movies more than once that I like, but I'm not going to get a different outcome every time. I'm gonna scream at Rose to put Jack up on that piece of wood, but she's never going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Something I want to say before I go silence my animals downstairs, something you guys could talk about, is I think this is one of the first games I've ever played where I would want to play it with, like, for example, my girlfriend or even my parents. Maybe I feel like this could be a game that, like, a lot like for example, it's one thing to play by yourself, but I feel like the group of us making decisions together just makes it all the more exciting. It is.
It's like watching a scary movie with your friends.
Yep.
That's the best place to watch scary movies. Watching a scary movie by myself,
I don't
even like it. Yeah.
I would not do that, and I don't even know if I'd play this game by myself, honestly.
I probably would
I'm
play
that
this
big of a
game by
wuss.
myself.
But what I was gonna say earlier is that honestly, I like this game more than a scary movie, just because I feel like I can change how the story wants. Not to, like, at the same time though, when you watch movies, there's an art to watching something that someone else has already predetermined and how they wanted this product to turn out. Yeah. But
just like, for instance, The Last of Us, real quick, like you can't do anything to change the story of that game. Right. It's a story that they want to tell you. Granted, your journey might have been a little bit different, but there's a concrete.
You can still change the time and how it happens.
Yeah, exactly. But it's inevitable. The ending's always going to be the same.
Right. Yeah.
Which is another thing. Like, I like things like that. This is just it's almost like a breath of fresh air to play something that you feel like you have total absolute control.
I've never played a game like this.
Yeah. So same here. I mean,
that's why I like it so much. It's just new to me.
Yeah. I've played a few Telltale games.
This isn't a Telltale game, is it?
No. Okay. No.
I've never played a Telltale game. I've always wanted to try the Game of Thrones games.
They're good. They run like garbage, and that's the biggest complaint that people have about the Telltale games. They're just super bad.
Walking
laggy
Dead
and
series
stuff.
is incredible.
Yeah.
So
sucks. I already know the ending.
Me too.
Got it spoiled for me, so I can't even play that. But I played episode 1 of the Game of Thrones. It was free on PSN, and I played it, and I think I told you guys it was really good. Yeah. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Do you ever plan on continuing?
Probably not, but I enjoyed it.
Why do you say that?
Because I just have too much stuff to play. Purely on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't have enough to play. If there's ever a time when I don't have anything to play, I might give it a swig. But
since we've played our videos from the Until Dawn Let's Play, which if you haven't seen, again, you should go check it out, because I think it's really cool how.
Yeah, I think they're definitely some of our best Let's Plays.
Yeah,
most entertaining for sure.
But it's kind of had me frustrated because we've made a few choices that have kind of been detrimental.
Yeah, and there's no
how I wanted
go
the story
back
to
and
pan
fix.
out. Yeah, you can't go back. There's no like checkpoint.
Yeah, it saves so often. It really wants you to
stick
with your decisions. Yeah, but like we said, we definitely like this, and once Garrett gets in here, we can further discuss the impact this type of game is going to have. But I think a lot of people are really into this, this genre of games now, this storytelling, being as Telltale. Walking Dead won Game of the Year when it came out, and Walking Dead Season 2 got really good reviews. It sold fairly well. I'm pretty sure Game of Thrones, same thing. Tales from Borderlands, same thing. And I feel like, in my opinion, this developer has come in with Until Dawn, and they kind of showed up Telltale, in terms of gameplay. Like, they're having fun. Granted, it's quick time events, but
which are frustrating sometimes.
They are. They're fast.
I usually don't expect them. So.
But it's almost like a Telltale game on like a whole nother level that I feel like they haven't got to yet. I don't know if it's due to budgeting or whatever. A level that definitely their engine can achieve. Yeah. Telltale's engine. But I almost feel like they're kind of like stomping in their waters and doing some things a lot better than Telltale's doing in terms of definitely graphics, in terms of, having really good actors, basically just everything on a whole nother scale, a whole nother bigger budget.
You know what's really exciting about this? I don't know if you guys covered this while I was gone. 2 things I have to say before I say this is, not only does it feel amazing in here with the window open, but this candle smells like someone dumped a waterfall of maple syrup in the room. Right when you walk in, it hits you in the face. But anyway,
I guess we're just accustomed.
This company, I since the game has had quite a bit of success, just think about how cool this could be. They can obviously make sequels to Until Dawn and have a whole new cast with a brand new story every time. Mm-hmm. Either that or just make another great game that doesn't even have to be like a horror story, but just like that style gameplay and another thing. I don't know how it would work in another genre, but
what if another group of teens come back to the same mountain?
Yeah, again. But it'd be cool to have
that would match the 90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Idiot
vibe
teenagers.
they're going for.
It'd be cool just to have Until Dawn sequels every few years that are just like brand new cast, brand new story. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
could
think
totally
there's a
see them
future
doing
for
that
this
too.
kind of game.
Dude, if they made this episodic, like, I would be freaking out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
No
I
doubt.
would be losing my mind waiting until like the next month or two to see what happened to these characters.
Building off what Garrett said earlier about how this is a good game to play with like a group of people or whatnot. I feel like this is also a good game to like introduce people that aren't really into video games too.
Absolutely.
Like, because this is just, it's almost like watching a movie.
It is.
And everyone likes movies. I mean, come on.
Everybody.
Yeah.
If you don't like movies,
it's like music. You gotta like at least some part of it, part of that genre.
Like you can just sit down with a girlfriend and just enjoy it.
That's I want to do that with my parents. Like I feel like they're into stuff like this, and I just thought I'd be like, let's do. We always watch shows together and stuff. And I just want to sit down like every other night and be like, let's kind of go through this together. And I tried to explain it to them, and I'm like, you just have to see it. They're like, we don't like video games. I'm like, but just watch it. Like you'll enjoy it. Like
I just want to like explain to my parents I'm not some idiot 20-year-old that only plays video games all day.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on. It kind of they're
like these are art.
Yeah, they look at It's just like it's not Super Mario Brothers anymore, guys.
Yeah.
Great game, but I'm like it's transcended so much beyond just what they grew up seeing video games as, and I feel like this is a really good game to involve them in. Not only, I mean, you can get your parents or something to watch you play like a game like The Last of Us or Uncharted, like super games that are like really entertaining to watch, that like take you through this journey.
That
like
requires
any really good
effort to kind of get into though.
Yeah, exactly. There's there's downtime of you doing combat and stuff, whereas this is a game that is constantly, besides the quick time stuff, it can involve people. Like you can sit there like discuss like, oh, what should I do? Stuff like that, which you could do with Telltale games and other games of this nature. But I feel like this game is way more I don't know, it just feels more accessible.
It's simple. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and Telltale is too, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just the production. I just feel more likely to show this game to non-gamers than a Telltale game for some reason. I don't know if I can really put my finger on it, but this game just seems way more accessible to a larger audience, I guess.
I mean, this may sound stupid, but it could be the most minuscule detail of the fact that Telltale's more cartoony. Yeah. Not story-wise, just graphically, and this has more, obviously, until
I guess it's just more like,
graphics.
Hey, look at this.
Yes,
as opposed.
Of course,
to
they pretty much just do video game stories,
Yeah.
So, I don't know what I'm going with.
Okay, sure.
I mean, Game of Thrones isn't cartoony, is it? I mean, it's a little cartoony, but
the what?
The Game of Thrones series.
Oh yeah, it's the same art style. Telltale always has that like cell shaded.
But I mean, like Walking Dead's like really cartoony.
It's the same.
Is it?
Yeah, literally.
I thought it was
like
a little.
No, Game of Thrones looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
They all look the same. They all run the same.
Has that Minecraft thing come out yet from Telltale?
No, story mode?
Not yet.
Are they the ones working on the story mode?
Yeah.
Or is that something separate from Minecraft story mode? I couldn't remember.
Minecraft story mode is being made by Telltale.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's basically a Telltale game, but with Minecraft characters, because that makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Interesting.
Well, we don't play Minecraft, so we have no idea.
Minecraft's a phenomenal game. I wish it made sense for me in my life to play it, but it doesn't.
I'm just not that creative.
I just got to the point where I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I made this cool house, and I've accomplished nothing.
I feel like that's why it's probably most popular among like younger kids, like elementary and middle school and maybe high school and stuff. I mean, if you're not like in the real world, like working for a living, I feel like it makes a lot more sense. Not to say that anyone that plays it in their off time is there anything wrong with that. It's just we're so busy that when I have off time, I'd rather be playing an experience like we're talking about Metal Gear Until Dawn. it isn't that Minecraft's bad at all.
It's not. It's great.
Until Dawn and Metal Gear, we have a story we're kind of following. We're feeling for these characters. Minecraft, you use your imagination to build things, which I love. I mean, that's the thing that's also weird is that Minecraft, not to talk about Minecraft for 4 hours, but
never thought we'd be
that
talking
game
about
like
Minecraft.
made me feel so at peace sometimes. Like when I would be sitting in my house at like a Thursday afternoon, nothing going on. It's like pouring rain outside, and I'm just playing Minecraft. There's just that beautiful piano music playing the whole time, just building something with my mind. It was very soothing experience, but obviously nowadays don't have nearly enough time to do nothing.
Of course, kids that are younger than us kind of grew up with this game too. It was kind of like we kind of grew up with, I don't know, action games, shooters. I mean, that's what I grew up with. So that's the kind of games I still play now.
Side scrollers.
Yep.
That's essentially what I grew up with. But kids
those were kind of booming like a little before our time too, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay. But
I didn't grow up with Minecraft, so I never really got it.
But yeah, basically about Until Dawn. I think that genre of games is like striving right now, especially with Until Dawn release. It's getting really good reviews. People are really enjoying it. It's the #1 game being watched on YouTube and Twitch, I believe.
Yeah.
At the time of this podcast. So I think people are really liking it, especially games with just this amount of variation to the endings. Like I think it transcends what Telltale's games. I think they only have a handful of endings. This game has so many endings. Like one person can die, or all 8 can die. Different variations in between the two.
Yeah.
So it's really outstanding. It's really like an achievement in terms of storytelling in games, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm definitely excited to dive deeper into this game. And I look forward to a sequel. For
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that'll wrap it up. This was the It's Obvious Gaming Podcast, show where my 2 best friends and I get together every single week. Well, recently, every other week, to discuss video games. Obviously, granted, we're gonna get back in the roll of things. Like Garrett said earlier, there hasn't really been a lot of things to talk about. Interesting, But as soon as like these games, the floodgate of games start releasing, this October and November, there's going to be a ton of stuff to talk about, a ton of Let's Plays. You for sure don't want to miss it. You're going to want to subscribe to us and check out all the juicy content we're going to be having your way.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
But if you guys have any ending notes.
Other than the fact I want to hear from you guys still, whether it be about your day, what you had for lunch, Until Dawn, Metal Gear, let us hear it, man. Let's talk, because whether it be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those links are in our description, or on YouTube comments, however you guys want to talk, let's make it happen. And like I said before, if you guys want to play games with us, let's do that as well, because I need people to play Gears of War with, because I can't just play by myself. And I would like to play with people. So anyone out there that has Gears, or what's another multiplayer game?
I need some more people in the Destiny PS4 clan.
Call of Duty,
yeah. We have an It's Obvious Destiny clan. We would love to take on some raids.
I only got 5 members
especially
right
that
now.
New Taken
Still
King
looking
update.
for some more Obvi Gamies.
For sure. I'm going to be playing Metal Gear Solid by myself, but by any means, I'll add you as a friend.
Right, certainly.
So, but I think that'll wrap it up, guys.
Absolutely.
Garrett pretty much covered it all.
Yeah.
There. So
you did. Excellent.
Thanks,
Excellent
guys.
job, gentlemen.
Yes.
Great job.
Thanks.
What I was going to say earlier, even though this is our outro, watched 40 minutes of Battlefront gameplay.
Ooh, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
There's 40 minutes.
Well, there's more than that.
Well, did it look good?
It looks fun. I didn't watch the entire thing yet, but just the initial 10 minutes, I was like, this looks exciting because it's Star Wars, because the music's playing and TIE fighters are flying over. It was cool. That's all I'm going to say. But it was great.
Well, cool. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Oh, see ya.